Hello and welcome back. This is video number 2. Let's jump right in and begin to get on the same page on understanding what it means to plan your pre-launch. So to better understand why a pre-launch is so important, you really need to understand that the reason why most product launches fail is because of a couple things. You see, most vendors that we have seen over the years typically create a product and immediately launch it, even if there is no buzz around it. So the question is, why is buzz so important? Well, it may do okay initially if you're lucky, or it may do horrible. But the point is that if you want a marketing funnel that converts over and over again, time and time again, and does not depend on a specific date and time, then this is why you're going to want to have the pre-launch and the product launch videos. So the pre-launch, of course, is what we're creating now, the 4 videos. But after you launch it, you can still use those 4 videos as the continuous evergreen product launch videos. Now, a lot of times you'll see vendors do product launches that will make anywhere from 5 to 7 figures. In other words, they're doing really well. But then when the launch is over, it makes you a couple sales per day, and eventually the product then dies. So that's why we see that a lot of products have a lifetime span. They do really well initially, and then the vendor will close it, they'll reopen it, have another launch, have a special launch during holidays, and it'll do well, but eventually it gets closed down. So if you're looking at a long-term view and you want a long-term funnel and a long-term business, then you definitely want to have videos that are pre-selling your products and services. So in other words, you want to have what we call an evergreen sales funnel. You want it to extend the lifetime of the buzz, right? Now, most vendors assume that people know their product exists, or worse, they assume that their product immediately solves all their prospects' problems. Their prospects are going to come, they're going to buy, but the reality is it's far from that. So the truth is that the majority of people don't know that there is a solution out there, and most of all, they don't know that you are the solution. So we don't want to make the same mistake here of assuming that our prospect already knows that a solution exists. You see, most of the time they assume that they have no hope, but your goal is to motivate them and get them to see that yes, there is hope. And that's actually the first video is motivation and hope. And we'll dive into that in more depth later on. So what the videos will do is it'll take somebody who is totally unaware that there is even a solution, and then show them that, hey, there is a solution to your problem. Even though you feel like you've tried so many things and there's no hope, there is hope. Or, they're totally unaware that you are the solution. And they are aware that there are solutions out there and they've tried other solutions, but they've walked away frustrated. But the goal here is to get them excited and ultimately become your buyer. Now that you understand why the pre-launch phase is so crucial and why it's often the biggest missed step, I'll show you what needs to be done next.